everybody, it's Emily and this is Emmylou Arts, and I am here in my A5 Stalogy half year, and we are going to journal for the last couple of days. It's Sunday the 6th. I'm going to tell you what happened this weekend. Let's do it. This is a long one, guys. So get your journal and let's journal together. I love thinking of that. I love it when you guys message me or comment and you're like, I love catching up in my journal or my planner while I watch your videos. It's like we're doing it together. Isn't that great? Sounds weird, but it's like we're one. We're friends. We're hanging out. And that's the feeling that I like. Okay, we're taking it back to Thursday the 3rd. The 3rd of February, and I was writing currently, except for I was writing currant, like a berry? Currants? But I meant current, like currently this is what's happening. And these are ideas for you if you have been struggling, as I have been struggling lately. Sorry, I just had to let Fatty in and then immediately back out. That's my cat. As soon as there's a closed door in front of him, he wants in and then he wants out. So I didn't exactly have things to say for the precise day and moment, so I wrote currently because I just wanted to write about things that had gone on the last couple of days or were in my mind, things like that. So if you have a journal, one tip that I have, because I know so much about journaling. No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm honestly, it's a Sunday night and I've had 2 margaritas and a beer. Don't listen to me. I don't know things. But here we are. Don't worry about not having anything to journal about. It doesn't have to be on that day. Just having a dated journal keeps me accountable because otherwise I would just never do it. I would lay in bed and watch YouTube and eat fruit snacks. So, whoever is outside my door, go downstairs. You guys, so on Thursday, we decided to have Zoom coffee. We meaning me and my mom and dad, because if you're new here, I'm kind of weird. I'm almost 40, but I like to see my mom and dad daily. I know, it's weird. Like, cut the umbilical cord, right? I don't know. But we like to have coffee. I go over to their house and I have coffee with them, and then I go about my day. Because when I work in the afternoons typically. So it just starts my day off right. And I'm an only child, so those 2 fools are my best friends, kind of. Lame, right? But they are. So I put that collage piece of, it was a guy knitting a sock, but it reminded me of my mom. Because it's like Hawkeye color socks, and she crochets and she knits. She's like a crafting fool. If you showed her a picture of anything, she would be like, I can make that for you. And she would. She does. On the regular. She's a wizard. So I added longer hair to make it look like a woman. Make it look like my mom. And it sort of does weirdly look like my mom. Mom, don't be offended. But she likes to knit socks, and she likes to knit Hawkeye socks too, so I loved that. But we Zoom coffeed because of all of the illness that's been in our house and all of the circulating viruses, and I just don't know what to do anymore, you guys. We don't know how to act. We don't know what to do, so we were just trying to stay safe. And my mom had a cold too, and we've had a cold. You know, we've been sick for weeks. Feels like months, feels like years. So we decided to do Zoom coffee, and it was nice. It was a scary sort of like relook. What's the word? Look back into like what 2020 was. Oh, I don't want to go back there. And then I use this little vintage girl sticker flake of a very angry little girl, because I was just journaling about the current events in the state of my life. And on Thursday night, I have a 9-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. And my 9-year-old daughter she's busy like my husband. but stubborn and difficult like me. It's a great combo. It's a winning combination. And when she picks something that she is like, this is the hill I'm going to die on, like, there's no getting her off of it. And it's something stupid and it's something disrespectful, and we're battling that right now. Like I'll say, Addie, get your pajamas on. Nothing. Crickets. When I know she can hear me, she's just not responding, because that's what a 9-year-old girl does. Like, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I'm not looking for, yes, ma'am, I'm getting my pajamas on now. Like, I'm looking for a little mutual respect. I'm looking for a little respect. I birthed you from my loins. Act like you are at least a little bit nice and grateful. Not even grateful, just like nice. I mean, I'll just take even unaffected, like you would act like somebody on a bus stop. Like, you wouldn't just like be mean to someone at a bus stop. So just treat me like a stranger. You wouldn't be mean to a stranger. Why do you gotta be so rude to me? So we're just battling that right now. Just like the 9-year-old Rudies, you know? And it's hard because if you're a parent, if you know kids, just trying to raise kids that aren't assholes, you know? Like, I just want to raise kids that are nice. And I know how big her heart is. And it's like, I know that half an hour after this incident, like, she's going to come to me and be like, I'm really sorry, Mommy. So why do we have to go through it in the meantime? Why do we have to battle like this? But it was a knockdown drag out on Thursday night between me and Michael and Addie. It was ugly. And it all comes down to respect. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to stand for the disrespect. I'm not. So you can deal with that however you like, but it's hard. It's hard. That's all. I'll leave it at that. And I'm using stickers. That's the whole point of why you're watching, right? To see what I'm using. Stickers, these little bunny stickers somebody sent to me, and I don't know how to link them. The vintage girl stickers, I do link. They're from Amazon. That worried woman was a collage from our newspaper, because Thursday was an awesome day. And I also got an email from Henry's teacher. And Henry just had a struggle moment on Thursday. Like, I'm not meaning to spill my kids' secrets. That's not what I'm doing. I'm talking to you guys about the struggles of parenting, like, not their issues. Like, he is an amazing kid, but like, he struggles sometimes with anxiety and being super hard on himself. And I know where he gets that from me. And that is painful to like get that email in the middle of the day, like, hey, I think Henry's just having a hard time today for some reason. And it makes you want to like throw up and go and scoop them up all at one time. But you can't do that. Like, you have to let them feel things to grow up and be a human, you know? Like, isn't that terrible that you have to let them go through these shitty times, like, in order to know how to be functional? Like, I mean, he's not alone, and he knows that, and like, that's something we work on, like, all the time, that like, it's okay to have all these feelings, and it's okay to be worried about things, and it's okay to expect a lot from yourself. But just to help him, to help your kids deal with the neuroses that you know you gave them. Is there anything more painful than that? I don't know. But yeah, so I love that chicken sticker because like, on the way to school, we like had a massive pep talk, and I was like, you guys are amazing. And I mean, we basically do this every day because I'm such a loser. Every day I'm like, you know, I love you. You know how much I love you? I love you like you're like one of my organs. That's how much I love you. And I just want you to be happy. That's all. So just talk to me about anything. About anything. You can talk to me about anything. And they're just like, God, Mom. So, you know, in the vein of my pep talks, I just was telling them, you know, don't worry, just don't stress so much. You know, like, I have to remember that giving them context is so important, like especially for Henry, because the things that he thinks and gets caught up in, like, I didn't do this well enough, or I'm not proud of I didn't get this answer right. Like, we need to talk about context, because I remember being in 5th grade and 6th grade and having tests and thinking, this test is the end of the world. This test, if I don't do well on it, we're doomed. I'm done. I'm 11 and I'm done. Like, just offering that context in saying, is this going to matter in 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 years? Like, yes, they know I wanted them to do their best, but I also, more than anything, want them to know that nothing is worth your peace. It really isn't. Like, I wish somebody would have told me that growing up, you know? Like, especially if you're kind of a neurotic, type A, like, smart person, like, nothing is worth your peace. You're going to push yourself really hard, but for what purpose, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know. So I was putting this little tip in that was actually from a Sugar and Sloth box. And it said, some days are really tough, but so are you. It was actually a calendar that I cut apart, and I really liked it. And on the back, I put like a little vintage sticker of the boy like holding a piece of paper, and then a piece of collage that said, let your pen do the talking. Because I was thinking to myself, you know, Henry should really start journaling. I'm really going to open that option up to him. Like, not that he doesn't think that he's always had that, but say, you know, I know it's really hard to describe how you're feeling sometimes, so why don't you just write about it. And sometimes that helps. Sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's an option, you know? So I don't know. I guess the theme of Thursday was, this is growing up. We can't skip this part. It's who we are, and you can't shelter them from every single part of painful things. Don't you wish you could? And tell me, if you're a parent, if you think about this, like, I'm getting off topic here, but like, do you give them advice knowing all the things that you know now as like a 40-year-old or a 30-year-old or whatever? Like, what will make life easier for them, or what will encourage them to be their truest self? That is such a struggle, such a struggle. I want to give them both of those pieces of information, but I think that's also something that you learn through growing up. Is not everybody gets all of me. Only special people get all of me. You know, like the true full picture of me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so hard. It's so hard to describe, but it was a battle. And from that, I'm journaling that we actually got another gerbil cage, you guys, another gerbil cage. Because the one that I had bought, we had a whole gerbil thing. We had a gerbil thing. You'll have to go back a couple of videos. We have gerbils. They started fighting. They had to get divorced. We put them in different homes. I spent a lot of money on a new cage. Turns out that cage was shit. I mean, it wasn't the price of shit. I can tell you that right now, but it just wasn't very high quality. And I'm not saying our gerbils need to live at the Ritz, but I am saying that we need a cage that isn't impossible to maintain, because I'm kind of anal about our pets. Like about the upkeep and the cleaning of our pets. I want to have pets, but I don't want to know that we have pets. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want smells of them and traces of them. And this cage was very hard to maintain. And like, gerbils are burrowing creatures. It wasn't good. Anyways, I told Michael, we've got to get a new, this is not working for me. And this was in the midst of me at the end of like a week and a half of still feeling like shit from this cold that I just can't shake, and just flying off the handle about everything. And I was like,
I can't handle this gerbil cage. I can't handle this gerbil cage. I can't handle it. This is awful. It's like there's bedding all everywhere. I clean up after it 20 times a day. I can't do it.
So he went and got a new gerbil cage, and I love this gerbil cage. It's incredible. So, I mean, I know you don't give two shits about gerbil cages, but if you want advice about a gerbil cage that is good and easy to maintain and good for the gerbils, send me a DM, send me a message, because your girl knows a thing or two about gerbilariums. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I do. That takes us into Friday. So basically, the collation of Thursday and Friday, I was just in a terrible mood, like awful. And usually my husband is kind of the like the boat that's just sort of not bobbing on the ocean. He's out there, he's just steady. He's steady Eddie. And when he's in a bad mood too, like I know that things are just, it's just a rough time, you know? And I woke up and I'm like,
I am really in a shit mood.
and he's like, oh really? Me too. Like, and we are tight. We are a team. But we were both like acknowledging like things are shit right now. Like this sucks. Everything's terrible. And then it was like, bye, I'll see you later. So that was the kind of day. So I could have laid in bed all day because I still wasn't feeling great. But one of my best friends, Nicole, texted me, and we've been trying to get together for lunch forever, and we haven't been able to because I've had this cold or the kids have been homesick. But I was like, I'm just gonna pull myself out and do this. So we went and we had lunch. We had an unexpected couple of glasses of wine with lunch, which was incredible, because that's how you do lunch, right? On a Friday. And it was so good to see her. So good to see her. And it helped. It helped. So if you are feeling bad, do the things that you don't want to do. Like follow through with the plans that you made before you were feeling bad, but now you're like, God, I don't want to do that, because you will feel better after you do it. I can guarantee it. So anyway, I used some of my bear sticker flakes from Amazon. I used the antique girl sticker flakes, some of those washi stickers from Amazon, all linked below. Shop the links. I need the clicks, you guys. Give me that revenue. Because your girl doesn't, I don't make any money from this. So yeah, we just had a great time catching up. And then Addie had a sleepover on Friday night, and I ended up getting a call from her at she had her Gizmo watch. So, and the people that she was staying over with was a friend that lives just around the corner. And I get a call from her at 3:30 a.m. and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? You know, she's like, I can't sleep. I don't know what to do. I can't sleep. And I need to blow my nose. And I don't know where their Kleenexes are. And it was, I'm just like, dear God. So I had to spend a half an hour on the Gizmo watch while she hid in the bathroom and was freaking out because she couldn't go to sleep at her friend's house. And everyone else was asleep at the slumber party. So we got that fixed, but I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And I used this card, this Bigfoot card, came from something that one of you guys sent me, and it said Believe, and it's the How to Care for Your Bigfoot, a guide, was another piece of collage that one of you sent to me, and I used it to journal about the night that Henry and I had on Friday night while Addie was at her sleepover. I was like, Henry, do you want to have a movie night with me? And I mean, it's kind of hard to convince your 11-year-old that you're cool. Actually, it's not. He thinks I'm really cool. He loves to hang out with me. But to watch the movies that I want to watch takes a little convincing. So I was like, I really want to watch this movie with you because it used to be one of my favorite movies, and it's National Treasure. A Nicolas Cage golden oldie. I love it. And so we got McDonald's, we watched National Treasure, we ate junk food, we snuggled on the couch, he kept farting and waving it in my face. I was really happy, you guys. I was really happy to spend that time with my boy. It was fantastic. And this was my journaling about that. Was this tip-in with the sort of, that's Collage, the window from a Real Simple magazine. And then I picked all of these weird, creepy stickers from my Antiquarian sticker book because they reminded me of like National Treasure type things, you know, like kind of like, I don't know, the treasure hunt kind of thing. And then like the Benjamin Franklin glasses and the shadow and all that, you know, I loved it. I love treasure hunt movies like that. I don't know, not even treasure hunt, but the vibe of that movie I love. It used to be one of my favorites. We actually have it on DVD, but it is on Disney Plus. That's where we watched it. And we just had a great night watching that. We really had a lot of fun. And I used some of my Pipstick stickers, and the skunk was Collage from one of Henry's Boy Scouting magazines, because he's a skunk, because he likes to toot a lot, because he thinks it's funny because he's 11, you know? So lay off. And then I found some of these little movie ticket looking stickers. Somebody sent me those. I think they're probably from some sort of sticker book at Michael's. I don't know. Me and My Big Ideas or whatever. And so on the other one, I put one free smell. A ticket for one free smell. So yeah, that was Friday. And despite my 3:30 a.m. wake-up call from Addie and then the various other wake-up calls I had gotten throughout the night on Friday night from Fatty, who just likes to yowl like a newborn. Like every 2 hours, he just likes to let me know that he's there and that he would like me to just know that he's there. I did have to go to Michael's office with him on Saturday, so yay for that. I used this piece of collage of like the business guy on the phone. And then the bunny from, oh Lord, I'm going to forget again. They've got Simon the bunny and then Simon's like girlfriend. She's like a scientist or something. It's a subscription. What is it, you guys? Why do I want to say fancy? No, that's not it. I'm sorry. I don't know. Can never remember. But I used that because I went to help him, and I just reminded me of me because I have to wear scrubs when I go. So she had like a lab coat on and glasses. I loved it. And then I put this little sticker that somebody sent me a long time ago, and it said tired and ready to be hired, but I put tired and ready to be fired because I'm so ready for Michael to fire me from working with him. I'm ready for him to be like,
you know, babe, it's not working out. I love that you want to help, but it's not working out.
But I don't think he will. Because right now, finding employable people that want to show up to work, it's impossible. It's impossible, you guys. It is damn near impossible. So in the speech bubble, I put Michael saying, "Do you have arms? You're hired." So yeah. And then I put that little speech bubble box that says, "Don't give me attitude, I already have it." I think my friend Jamie sent me these a long time ago, and I loved it because it was perfect. I mean, if you answer phones for any sort of office, you just know how ugly people are. Just like how unnecessarily rude. Like, they want to make an appointment, but the schedule's full. And you're like, "I'm really sorry, the first time I can get you in is February 16th. I can schedule you for that day."
What? I need an appointment at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I need an appointment at 1 o'clock this afternoon, not 2. I need this appointment. Not even tomorrow, let alone next 2 Wednesdays from now. How dare you? How dare you?
I should have known. I mean, why didn't the community check with Joe Schmo before they called to make an appointment to see if he wanted that appointment? How dare they? You know, you feel me? You feel me? It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And so that was fun. And then the internet went out and the phones went out, and we do everything on the computer, like scheduling and exams. And so that was really fun. And then I had to try and call Mediacom, the cable company, and try and get someone to fix it. Oh, that was awesome. It was so great. And then it was time to come home. And I was really tired. And I feel like my cold has been better, but I've just been like nauseous, sort of. Like this just like brick feeling in your stomach, you know? I mean, don't worry about me. I've been eating through it. I've been drinking through it. I've been pushing through it just because I want to feel normal. So I'm just sort of like forcing myself to feel normal, even though I feel shitty. I really know how to listen to my body. So tonight's a really good example. But I'm trying to get back on the horse. So Saturday night we didn't do anything. We laid around, watched the finale of the Great Canadian Baking Show. You guys, it's phenomenal. It's on YouTube. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Prime. You have to search for it on YouTube. And that brings us to Sunday. Tonight is Sunday night. The kids are getting their pajamas on. We just Skyped with Grandma and Grandpa. We fulfilled our obligations. And I, earlier today, was journaling about getting back on the horse because, man, am I good at fresh starts. I am so good at January 1st. I'm so good at first of the months. I'm so good at Mondays. But I will tell you, I'm not good at restarts. I'm not good at not carrying through with the plan that you had made and then needing to get yourself back on track. I can't. I'm terrible at February 6th. I'm awful at those. Awful. So I was telling myself this was a little page to tell myself, get back on the horse. You know, it has been a couple weeks. You've been feeling crappy. That's okay. And you know what I realized is that it's not about some sort of streak. It's not about what happened yesterday or tomorrow. It's about today. Like, I want to do everything I can to make the best decisions for myself today, because I just can't worry about what happened or what's going to happen. But obviously that starts tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.